So some people were unable to make it physically tonight, but I do have my family here on FaceTime to watch. So they will be watching me while I present. Um, you imagine rivers with colorful dragons and drums playing miles away. Uh, it's not the typical way that Americans know how to worship here. Um, Growing up, you probably watched the movie Mulan and remember seeing dragons and celebrating and wearing bright colors. But you probably didn't know the significance of that or the movie. Uh, in America, we tend to celebrate with barbecues and fireworks for our independence and as a national holiday. But you don't necessarily find us dressing like our forefathers. The Chinese date back almost 2,000 years ago to when they first began celebrating um, the dragon boat races in China. Uh, their traditions made it eventually all the way to the United States, even, through movies. All the way from a small town, I still was able to become aware of the traditions that the Chinese do still practice today. Knowing different traditions of countries is important. Um, the Chinese Dragon Boat Festival, it honors patriotic poets. It brings the traditions and cultures of their ancestors, and it shows the customs that they still practice today. They have beautiful culture and creativity. It is important history that influences. All right, sorry. Okay. So from China highlights, there's multiple origins of why they celebrate and have this festival, but it just remains really unique to the Chinese for just one reason. That reason is for Qiu Yuan. He was a patriotic poet that they celebrate. He was known for dedicating his life to the state of Chu. And when that was taken over by the state of Chao, he actually committed suicide, not being able to handle the disappointment he felt he gave to his country. And that was on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month on the Chinese calendar. He ended up drowning himself in a river, and on that day, the dragon boats went into the river to try and look for him, and they would throw rice in the river in hopes that the fish would eat the rice, rather his body. The tributes that they do often follow ancestors and the actions of their ancestors. The boats signify they have large carved boats that hold about 30 to 60 people. The drums play loud while the boats race, and they have all kinds of musics and foods. The cities, it's celebrated throughout all of China, but the cities, however, that are the main, you'll find the biggest celebrations at will be Hong Kong, Yuguan, Guizhou, and Hangzhou. They typically eat rice dumplings. That's the most popular dish, and that's tributing to the rice that was thrown in the river from the ancestors. They do also wear perfume pouches. That was oftentimes known from their ancestors. It's supposed to bring good luck for the new year. And then what they also drink is Rilgar wine, which tends to keep away bad evil. Another tradition on this day is what we would know known as a spring cleaning. They hang up mugworts and calamus, which is supposed to bring good luck to the family for the new year. Knowing why they have traditions and the history of the country is important. It's important that they have the opportunity to carry on culture and celebrations. Uh, and knowing what it's like to come together, we know what it's like to come together as a country and carry on culture and celebrations. And it's this holiday really signifies that nothing really else matters at that moment, just the culture of their ancestors. And